Cool kids, what is going on, cool kids? So I went to my second ever coin show and spent a lot more money than I planned to, and probably made some boo-boos. As you guys may or may not know, I am much more of a silver guy than a coin guy, but I decided a long time ago I was going to get I have a short list of coins I want to get, just to have one. And I got one of those today, but it cost me $275. I'm not 100% sure how we did on that, but you guys can tell me in the comments, because again, I'm not I went with it, so I must have liked the deal. But we're going to start out simple. First thing, we got this for 25 cents. So 25 cents for an old Australian penny with a kangaroo on it. It's not in amazing shape. It's probably not worth 25 cents, but I figure why not. Anytime I can get one of these cheap like that, I'll grab it. Next up, we got 2002 Onza. This was in a generic bin, and the reason is it's dinged up, right? It's dinged up, but it costs the same as a generic round, so I grabbed it. At $31, though, I don't know, right, that this was a steal, but it's my third ever Onza, so... And quite honestly, I didn't notice that ding until I got already purchased it. Because I at $31, I figure I can't go wrong on an Onza. But I might have, because that ding is pretty nasty. But then I did okay, because I got some junk at 20 times face. And it's a type of junk I don't have a lot of. Now, a lot of you are going to be like, well, I got a bunch of this stuff. Well, my experience, and this is purely anecdotal, is that you don't get a lot of this stuff anymore. You get mostly, when it comes to half dollars, you're looking at Franklins and Walkers, mostly. And I've gotten Franklins and Walkers, good deals on them. But these tend to carry a premium. I don't know why. They were a 1-year issue, and we already know what I'm talking about as soon as I said that. So I got 9 of these 64 Kennedys, and like most of them, they're not heavily circulated. They weren't heavily circulated, and they were exactly $10 each, so $90 there. So we've already spent $121.25. Now, that's all fine and dandy. Fine and well, right? Great. But the thing is, I didn't stop there. No. As I was walking out, well, first I was going to buy a seated dollar. But then I was like, $375, which wasn't an unfair deal for the coin. It was an 1871 P. And it was in, very fine condition, say. Well, probably more like fine. It was right in there. Right in that ballpark. And again, I'm not a numismatic expert, but I kind of have an idea of what I'm looking at. And I've always wanted a seated dollar. But what I didn't have, and this is the thing, the coin show wasn't in my town. And I'd already, I only brought a couple $100 because I wasn't trying to blow big. If I knew then what I know now, I probably would have went in there with 600, $700. But I'm living and learning here, guys. So yeah, I got the guy to drop the price to $375. He initially wanted $425, so it was a pretty significant decrease for a 71p seated dollar. And like I said, it's between fine and very fine by my eye. And so I'm walking out, and we're going to go get the money for that potentially because we thought my bank had a branch in Lincoln, Illinois. They don't, by the way. So yeah. I'm walking out and I said, well, you know what else I didn't see? I didn't see, because there were only, there weren't very many seated dollars around, obviously. But the other thing I didn't see a single trade dollar. Not one. Not a single trade dollar on any tables. So I'm walking out. I'm saying, hey, I didn't see any trade dollars to my buddy. And this guy, he says, oh, I got a trade dollar. What do you think of chop marks? I said, well, I've got some 8 reals with some chop marks, Doesn't bother me at all. I think they're cool. And $275 later, guys, this is what I got. Now, I don't know if $275 was a good price or a bad price. And you guys are probably laughing at me. But I was like, you know what? I always wanted a trade dollar. And now it's off my bucket list, man. So there you go. 1 trade dollar with chop marks. And so now I have a 20-cent piece and a trade dollar. Bam. And that's done. That's over. I'm going to put that in a flip right now. Matter of fact. Yeah. We've got it, guys. We've got one. And that's just all there is to it. Now, like I said, you guys can probably laugh at me and say I got suckered, and maybe I did. Maybe I did. But that's okay. That's all right. I have a trade dollar. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't see very many trade dollars at these coin shows. I've been to 2. Well, granted, it's a very small number. I bought a trade dollar from a very reputable coin company, and they reneged on me. And that coin was in worse shape than this one, except for the chop marks, and cost a good bit more. If I remember, it was $325. And I paid for it. It might have been $360. And I paid for it. And I can tell you the name of the company, but I won't. They reneged. Yeah. Shot me a text. Oh, that coin's no longer available. All of a sudden. So that led me to get this one today. But yeah, trade dollar, man. We got it. So that's off the bucket list. Don't got to get a trade dollar. I've got the British trade dollar, and now I've got the U.S. trade dollar. And there it is, guys. That was a day's work. In hindsight, if I knew this was as Nick did was, he said he had 2 of these and he couldn't find the other one. If I could have got both the Onzas, we might be seeing a happier story. But these Kennedys at $10 each, I'll do that all day. I know that's well above melt, but you just don't see them on eBay for that very often. I only own like 4 of these, so now I've more than doubled the number I own. Most of my halves, guys, are walkers. That's no joke. Walkers, and you know what? You're gonna believe that. Hold on. After walkers, it's not. You would think it'd be Franklin's. It's not. It's not. Nope. Guys, it's these. Right here. I got a crap ton of these. Undermelt at the time of purchase. And I got them in proof and business strike. And I think they're cool coins. But yeah, I bought them for $7.75 each. And I got boxes and boxes of them. Back when silver dropped, you guys may remember in 2020. Oh yeah, I got boxes and boxes of these. I would say after the walkers, this is the next most halves I have. And that's cool, man. I like those. I gotta say Franklin's after that, then Kennedy's, because I have a whole roll of Franklin's. Now that I think about it, so probably pretty close on the Washingtons and the Franklins. Now that I really think about it, but I don't have a lot of Kennedy halves, and now I do. I do have some of the 40%ers that I found when I was coin roll searching. And I gotta tell you again, I've said this in other videos, it just didn't seem to be really worth the time and effort, because when you bring the bag of coins back to the lady and you had to roll them back up, they always roll their eyes and look at you like you're crazy. So I didn't care for that. Not much I'll take from a stranger, needlessly. So, it's a lot for me to just not say a word and put up with anybody's crap, like, So I just thought it was a bad situation to put myself in. And, I got a very low tolerance for other people's BS. And that, needless BS. Like, especially when it comes to customer service. When I'm servicing my customers, I have to do it with a smile on my face. And I expect the same. I don't expect, anybody to do. I don't want you to kiss my butt or any of that. I don't expect any of that. But you can do what's expected. And I get it. It's obnoxious. But I was kind and courteous, So I expect the same. I expect courteous, especially if you're in a customer service capacity here. That's just not where it's at. But we're going to write on the back of this flip. Now remember, these flips are just like gold backs. Right? Look at that. I just turned it into a gold back. Right? So there's no confusion. $275 is what I paid for it. So this flip, right? The reason I say that is, so I take this flip, right? And I put, it's a $10 bill, right? Because that's what I paid for. It's a $10 bill. I'm not going to sell it to you for less than I paid for it, unless somehow I get desperate. And if that ever happens, well, I made a lot of mistakes, right? So it's a $10 bill of Joshi units. It's 90% fine. So we put that down. And then we put 0.3617, if I remember right. That's off the top of my head. I'll double check it later. 0.3617 ounces. And I paid $10 for it, which I don't need to put because it's already on there. So there it is. There's a silverback. We have goldbacks. Here's a silverback. Mylar flips are silverbacks. There you go. All right. Guys, one more look at my trade dollar. And again, tell me in the comments if I got owned here. $275. I mean, I probably could have done better, but you know what? You got to live a little, have a little fun. What do you think of them chop marks? You guys like chop marks? Hate them? Some people hate them. I don't mind them. I think it adds a little history. Call me crazy. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Now, don't get me wrong. I tried to talk him down to 250, but he wasn't hearing it. So have an amazing day. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. Like, share, subscribe, and be kind to each other. And Gregorius, take care.